it's all go today. Busy old day because we're starting a new week with Coulson arriving, so there's so much going on. However, I'm going to take you down to the laundry room first of all because Ted is just quickly trying to do the plasterboarding of the ceiling between the beams, and I wanted him to explain to you how he does it, because we get so many people that come to this place ask us when they see the ceilings, how do we get the plasterboard between the beams so perfectly? So I thought it'd be good for him to do a bit of an explanation, because I think he does it so well now. So let's go and see him.
Right, after we've done the battening, we've got to put the board in. And this I was taught how to do this, or just kind of told how to do it, how you would do it, by a fella who came over and did a boarding for us and then taught us how to do it, and the tape and jointing and everything like that. Thank you, Paul, for all your help in this great journey of ours. But I've kind of developed a way of doing it myself, and I know there's the right way, but it's the way that works for me. And I'd love anybody else to, anybody experienced in this, to tell me that, to make it life easier, because it is a bit of a pain. So what we're doing is we're putting board in between here, and when you're doing this, you want to get, obviously every single beam is every particular way it can be. So to scribe it in is a real job, but what you try and do is try and get the gap as small as you can, because the person who comes afterwards to tape and joint the seams or to tape and joint the edges wants as little a gap as possible, because it makes life a lot easier. And you know who that is.
I think that's me.
So the first order of the day is to find the sort of straightest edge. This is what I do, is I find the straightest edge I've got either way. And so this one here looks not bad at all. We have taken a little bit off of this edge just to scribe it in a little bit. So you see the edge is not bad, but obviously we're a long way out on this side. But what we've got to now do is we've got to effectively scribe this edge in to get the board in. So we mark sort of roughly where we're going to go. We knew that we were too big here. So all I ever do now is cut the other edge, the opposite edge. I never cut that edge anymore. That edge stays as it is. And I cut this one in. And it seems to work nicely. The other tip is I always chamfer the edges of these, primarily because if you're carving a lot of this material out, it makes life a lot easier if you've got a smaller thing. It's what you do when you're scribing anything, and it really is a case of a little bit of fettling. The other little tip is to have plenty of Stanley blades and change them regular, because it makes life a lot easier when you've got a sharp Stanley blade. I'll just carve a little bit of that out and then see where we are. See how. And I think probably somebody will be saying to me, why are you not using great long lengths? Why are you not doing it in one hit? Well, that's a lot easier to deal with than 2.5 meters. That's 1.2 meters. That's a lot easier to deal with, especially if you're working, which you will be working above your head. More often than not, you do jobs like this on your own. So the easier you can make your life, the better it is. Right, so as you see, we're sort of we're not far off there. We're probably not far off here, but we've still got a bulge in the middle here, which we've got to deal with. So I sort of come along. That's probably all got to come off. But again, I'm just roughly marking these, because what I don't want to do, as we all know, is once you've taken it off, you can't put it back. So what I was saying about chamfering your edges, when you take off, and one of these is essential. This is by Stanley, and it's called a surf form, and it is the best job, the best thing to do this job. Okay, there we go. Right, so that's in. Well, what we got to do now is we've got to put the light socket in, because we've got a light in this one. And then we roughly go, it's 25 centimetres to 12.5 is there. That's where we drill an hole. There you go. So we've got a little gap here, but because our beam did that, it was quite difficult to get both sides, but that's kind of how I do it. As you see, this is going well down, yeah. But they do. And unfortunately, because of what I've done with the floor, I have to run to those lines.
It's good though, baby.
But it's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, the gaps will be, and all these beams are getting painted white anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like we're doing the fanciness we did up in the other rooms. This one's all getting done. So yeah. So that's the way I do it. If anybody else knows any better ways, well, I'm sure there are better ways of doing it. But I find it the least time consuming. It can be quite labour intensive when you're doing, when you've got beams that go all over the place. But yeah, it's just the important thing is to get as close as you can so the gaps aren't big enough. So when they come to fill, whoever comes to fill it doesn't have massive gaps to fill.
There you go with the rest of it.
Yeah, 3 more to go. Once we get all the lights in and all the, you know, they'll be in.
So while Ted's down in the laundry room finishing the taper jointing, the reason why we're trying to get that done and finished today is because this coming week, it means that I can work in there on taper jointing the ceiling, getting the ceiling finished and getting the bread oven finished. This isn't that job list. This is another job list because Carsten is arriving tomorrow. So this is a job list for Carsten. Now, we have so many problems this week, so we have to be quite methodical about the list and think really carefully about it. Originally, we wanted to start the project in the barn, which is levelling out the floor in the barn. That means loads of digging, going to collecting mud from up the farm and hardcore from up the farm with the digger, bringing it back, using the trailer and the trailers. However, we've got a viewing on Thursday, so I don't want loads of mud and muck and everything brought in here. And at the moment, the weather outside is pants, and it looks like this weather's going to be in for the entire week. So whether we're going to be able to do that is going to be another thing. What we can do though is really prepare all of the areas whilst we've got a bit of muscle with Carsten here. Now, Monday and Wednesdays the déchetterie is open. They're the only 2 days this week when we've got Carsten the déchetterie is open. So we need to think about this. So I think the first job in the list, I want all the stone cleared from all the different areas. We've got in the barn, down the laundry room, some poles outside, in the piggeries courtyard. I want it all condensed and all put in the stone pole, the major stone pole. So clear stone from all the different areas on Monday. 2, clear barns. Now what we want to do is take any large furniture we have, the marquees, gazebos, any large furniture that we want to move with, that we're not leaving here, we're going to take up to the farm up at Mikey's and store it in his barns, just to clear spaces and get it out the way, so that when we do have viewings and people come to see the place, they can see all of the spaces. It's not cluttered with loads of furniture and loads of rubbish. So clear the barns. 3, déchetterie run. I never know how you spell déchetterie. Is it D-E? Déchetterie. That's probably spelt wrong, but I know what it means. Déchetterie runs. Now that has got to be, oh, not run. That's got to be Monday and Wednesday. So Tuesday is going to be take furniture to farm. So clear all of the areas we can and get everything out of the way, everything prepped, ready for us to go and start the barn project. Now, hopefully, looking at the weather, we might have a bit of a break on Friday and Saturday, and maybe Thursday afternoon. We have the viewing Thursday morning, so we don't really want messy stuff happening before that. So I think Thursday afternoon, we need to be ready to start getting mud over here and hardcore over here. So what we're going to do is go and collect the digger. Now that is a job that we are going to do tomorrow morning before Carsten arrives. We've got Carsten for 6 days. So while we've got him here, we need to utilise the time with him as much as possible. And we know Carsten really likes to work hard and long hours. So if we've got the digger already up at the farm at Mikey's, ready for us to get going, then that saves us that sort of time. So if we collect the digger tomorrow, 6, collect, I'm going to say materials, because it's a bit of hardcore, bit of mud, bit of everything from Mikey's, so from farm, and bring back here. That does say from farm, believe it or not. 7, level barn floor. Now, a reasoning for doing this, I don't know if you remember, about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, we actually dug all of the floor out of the barn because we was going to lay a stone floor in there, or a cement floor. We've changed the plans on that because obviously we're selling, we're not staying here. It may be that the people don't want to use it like we was going to use it. However, at the moment, it looks quite horrendous. When people walk in there, it looks like there's a lot of work to do in there. There isn't really. A lot of it is clearing. And if we level that floor back out again, it will just look so much better for people to be able to come in. Ted then wants to make a ramp going down so that we could actually put the cars and the tractor and the quad bike in the barn, so it's usable space instead of having it outside. Level barn floor. I'm trying to think if that was it. I wrote some notes in my book the other day. Wood. So number 8. Now, because we was hoping we may have sold by now, we didn't do an order for wood. Now in France, everybody has wood burners, but you all order your wood about 9 months in advance. So we'd normally order it February, April time. And for it to be delivered in September, we didn't do that this year. So we have no wood for the winter. And it's obvious we are now going to be here for the winter at least. So we need to think about wood. Now we do have a load of wood over in the woodland where a tree fell down, and the wood was cut into large pieces, but we need to get that wood over here cut up smaller, and we've got a load of other big pieces of wood in the barn that we can cut up. So it's really collecting wood from the land. I find it quite difficult writing on this. Collect wood and cut, ready for winter. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's probably as much as we're going to get done this week. I was going to put a ninth one on there, but I'm not until I see how this lot's going, because that's quite a lot of work for us to be getting on with. Yeah, that's a lot to do. So, Monday, Wednesday, déchetterie. Tuesday, going to the farm, taking all of our big furniture over there. Thursday, Friday and Saturday is bringing a load of mud and hardcore back and levelling the barn floor. So, tomorrow morning, go and collect the digger. Then we can at least tick one off the list. So Coulson arrives at 7 o'clock today. There's loads of jobs we've got to do today to be ready for him. The first one is going up to Mikey at the farm, collecting the Land Rover, because that's the only thing that will pull the other machine we've got to go and collect from Steve and Joe. You'll see in a minute.
It always makes me laugh, innit? We don't say his Land Rover, Mikey's Land Rover, it's always the Land Rover.
The Land Rover.
Oh, we're going to get the Land Rover. It's like it's everybody, you know, anybody.
Everybody's Land Rover,
anybody
yeah.
can buy it. Yeah. Sorry, anybody can drive it. Right, you sure you're going to be alright? I'm just a little bit concerned about you driving.
Well, we can only but try it. It's only down the road. If you follow me...
I'll follow you?
And I'll just take it really slow.
Right.
It's just taking me foot on and off the
It's just the
clutch.
It's the clutch, isn't it? It's the clutch here because it's your left leg.
Okay, you jump in the Land Rover. Mike had obviously left the Land Rover in gear to nearly put it into the wall. We don't want to be doing that. Okay, so the idea is now I'm going to drive the car back. Now obviously I've got a gammy knee, so it's the first time I've driven. So we're going to drive this car back to our place. Then we're going to take the Land Rover over to Steve and Joe's and collect the digger. Let's give it a go. It would just be really good to get all of this equipment in place, in place before Carsten gets here. So that way when he gets here we can just crack on with the work. Right, better put the camera down.
I said I nearly drove it into the bale in front of me because I couldn't find reverse.
So you nearly drove it into the wall. Oh yeah, it's the right hand side drive, isn't it? Okay, now off to Joe and Steve's. Oh my God, I've got to try and get up there.
Yeah, you get your decent leg in and I'll probably haul him up.
You hold that then.
Yeah. Right.
Hang on, maybe that, no.
Your good leg, that's it, that's it. Look at that, very ladylike. What I'm slightly worried about is Hugh was not a big drinker. Yeah. And there's an old bottle of beer down there. And also, there's a packet of fags in there as well, look.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll tell you who that is. That's what's his name?
That's Toby, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's under here somewhere. Right.
Okay.
You in?
We're in. I think there's loads of fates going on today because it's the last day.
Last day of summer, I feel officially at that last day of summer.
So this is Centrepiece, little village. It's not Air Village, it's not Arnac La Poste village that we come under, but it's the one next to it, which is quite nice
about
actually.
6 kilometres away from
Yeah, because you've got, you know, patisserie. Sorry about the dirty windows. Patisserie. You've got a bar, restaurant. You've got a couple of bars here. You've got banks. You've got post office. So you've got kind of everything you just need.
Pharmacies.
Yeah.
And yeah, little shops and all that. And you've got the little Carrefour up the road and the post office down here. And what you have got that we've never tried, but which we will try.
Oh yeah, it's coming up here on the right.
It's coming up on the right here, look.
Go so look. It's a pizza kiosk.
Pizza kiosk, man.
I don't know how it works.
Hot in 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing, I don't understand how a kiosk, unless there's a little man sat in there behind.
There's a little Italian fella in there, rolling the dough.
Making the pizzas, but yeah, it's a bit like a vending machine for pizzas.
Yeah,
weird.
It's the greatest thing.
Apparently they're really nice.
Apparently, some people have said that they are nice, some people have said they're very average. But, you know,
when you're getting them from a vending machine.
I don't know how much they are. They're about 12 euros or something, so they are quite expensive.
Oh, are they?
I do believe they are quite expensive. But what makes me laugh is that this is the French all over, really. They put those up and they're new, you know, they've put quite a few new ones up. And so that's the important thing. But they decided to stop our bin collection.
Yeah.
So we now
the most important thing is pizza and bread machines.
Yeah.
But we'll stop the bin collection.
Stop the bin collection because that's no good. You know, we'll stop that. So
right, I think we're coming up to Stephen Joe's now. Time to pick the digger up.
Top of the morning to you. How you doing? Hello, my darling.
Hello, you alright?
I like your lucky band. Very professional.
it's good, isn't
It's
it?
broken.
Proper pro.
That's a pro band, that is.
Yeah.
That's a pro band.
Pro band.
I kept saying to him, I'm buying you, I'm buying him. No, my Leslie band's fine.
It's the only thing keep me GoPro together. Right.
How's your knee?
It's alright.
Is it long-term damage then?
They reckon about 2 to 3 months.
Right. Let's get this sort of straight.
Oh, quick!
Come here. Get out of the way. Your handbrake's on.
Don't push any more, it might go.
I'll put it in gear. We really don't want a half-a-ton trailer and a 1-ton digger
Rolling down the road, yeah.
They probably wouldn't.
Right, thank you for that.
Check the lights, or is it if they're not working properly, then there's nothing we can do about it now anyway.
No.
So hand signals.
It was wired for my van.
Did you see the Land Rover rolling down the road?
The other way around.
You missed that.
That's lights.
Well,
yeah.
they didn't put the brake on or something.
lights.
Yeah, the handbrake was on, but it obviously doesn't work very well. And it just rolled down the road and turned out to run after it.
The brake light.
I'm a little bit nervous, I have to say. Oh, that doesn't work, yeah. So the indicators don't work. Well, they work. The indicators work the wrong way around.
Well, so you have to indicate right when you're going left?
Yeah, but then, you know, I'm coming towards the junction, what do you do?
Oh yeah.
It's a bit worrying. The brake lights work. I probably just won't indicate.
Yeah.
That's the best idea. What's the worst can
Can you
happen?
see it out the back?
Yeah, still there.
It's still there.
Still there at the moment. It's like Steve said, he can't go anywhere. There's nothing to stop it.
I don't know if I call this on camera, but as we started putting the digger onto the trailer, the handbrake failed on the Land Rover, so it started rolling down the road.
It's just, yeah. No, let's not make you any more nervous, shall we?
Anyway, let's get it over to Mikey's, then we're ready to go and pick up Coulson and start the work tomorrow.
And here he comes, the man of the moment. It's our Carsten back. Hello, man. How you doing?
I'm fine.
The man of the
Hey,
moment.
Ted.
It's been a year.
Yeah.
Let's get to work.
You haven't grown older.
I have.
Years old. Oh, you look the same, Ted.
Ah, man.